what's sort of some of your best advice? How do you collect donations? What's a good way?
Well, first of all, keep your spirits high. There are going to be some houses that say we don't donate, or with the signs up that they're not going to donate. Don't be discouraged by it. Just be excited, be with your team, and honestly, as long as you're with your team, keep the spirits high.
We want to make sure that Frost, they're incoming, they're coming out to the real world now, they're making the transition. So we want to make sure that giving out to their communities, helping out their communities, donating charity, all that kind of stuff is it's in them, we want to make sure that they know that this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Will give us all the good news from the sun.
I'm Sarah, and I'm your health reporter this year for BPC, and we are sitting here with Tom, who is a charity soph, and it's Shine Day, so we're gonna teach you a little bit more about what that is. So Shinerama is the largest Canadian post-secondary school fundraiser, and this Western participates, obviously, as well as most of the schools across Canada. Can you give us a little bit of the history behind Shinerama, though?
All right, so Shinerama started in 1964, and it was originally just a shoe shining campaign. It originated in Laurier, actually, and students went around and they were building the awareness and also raising funds for Cystic Fibrosis Canada. But it developed, obviously, along the way, and now it's turned into more of a door-to-door canvassing, but also a reach out to the community. Just building awareness and extending the average life expectancy of people with cystic fibrosis from actually 4 to now 48. So we've come a long way in the last 40-some years.
So last year, Shinerama across Canada raised over $1 million for what exactly? Congratulations on that one. But where does the money exactly go for that? Research, programs, where does that go?
So the majority of the money goes to the local places where people with cystic fibrosis go for their daily treatments, just support-wise, just because it is a daily thing where you have up to 6 hours of treatment a day. But also it goes towards research where they're looking to find a cure for cystic fibrosis, along with better treatments, more effective treatments, more efficient treatments. So every day we're working more and more closely towards the cure. Hopefully it could be in the near future, so that's what we're working for.
So hopefully we'll find that one day. And now you are a soph, obviously, which means that you're an upper year student and you've participated in Shinerama more than once. What can you say that you've gained from it? What has Shinerama given you?
Well, this year I got a whole different perspective because last year I was on the other end where I was kind of more the participator rather than the organizer. But this year I got to really connect through a lot more presentations. I got to meet a lot more people with cystic fibrosis. So I learned a lot more really about what they really had to go through. They need to take about 20 pills a day in order just to digest their foods. Just because they aren't able to obtain the nutrition is based on the effects of cystic fibrosis, but also their respiratory system. It's a buildup of mucus in the lungs, so they kind of feel like they're drowning all the time. Generally their lung function can range all the way down from 15%, but usually it's never 100%. They're always coughing, it's hard to breathe, hard to talk, makes everything kind of harder on a day-to-day basis.
And so why do you think supporting a charity like this is so important?
Well, something like this is so important because, as you can see, in the last few years especially, the big advancements made, first of all, just due to the fact that we can see what the funds have been able to achieve in the last few years, but also just kind of making life for people like that a lot easier. It's sympathizing with other people and putting yourself in another person's shoes.
So we were here with Tom, who's a charity soph, so thank you for joining us on BPC, and we'll see you next time.